Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 6, Episode 13. Truth is, yeah, this episode was actually pretty good. I was entertained. I kind of laughed a little bit through it. And then I was like, oh my God, toward the end. But y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe if you get anything out of my content. The more and more you like my channel, the more it goes to the algorithm, and more people will start to view my content. And yeah, I am a growing channel, and I would like for you to grow with me. So please hit that like button, subscribe if you would like. All right, the episode picks up where it left off when Bayo was talking to Sabrina. And he was telling her, like, I need you to be my wife, pretty much. And y'all, look, I do paraphrase a lot and I ad lib, so it is what it is. It's not verbatim and it's not that detailed. Anyway, so he was just pretty much like, yeah, you gonna be my wife. You think I gave you all that money just to give it to you and that's it? And so when I tell you Sabrina was looking into the abyss, she was looking like, is a candid camera about to come out right now? Because Sabrina was so confused. She was like, this has got to be a joke. Like, this has got to be a joke. And she was like, what are you talking about? He said, did you really think that I will give you that much money and not expect nothing in return? And then he had said something, he said something to the effect of, did you read the contract? He said, did you read it? And I was like, did you read it? What is he talking about? And she was just like, that's not legal. And in my country, it's legal. And he was just like, is it going to be a problem? And she was just like, I don't even know you. Like, I don't know you. That's what she kept saying. But he was saying, like, once this is all over, I'm taking you back to Mbig2 and you're going to marry me. And she was just like, no, this has got to be a joke. She was like, I'm about to get ready to go with my friends and all of that. And he was just telling her, like, no, you're going to be a part of my 9 wives that the farmers gifted to me. And then he started to kind of smirk. And I was like, because at first I thought he was like breaking like scene because he was kind of smirking. I said, he can't even keep his composure. I guess this is, or whatever. So, and she was just like, I don't know you. And he was like, so you don't like me? And then he was just like, so your bail is going to be revoked and you're going to go back to jail. And she was just like, what? Okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. And he said, I was going to kill. No, then he said, is it because I'm African? And she was like, no, it's because I don't know you. And he gonna say, I was going to kill the big goat for you. I said, Bio, you was going to do what? He said, I was going to kill the big goat for you. And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, I'm calling him right now. I'm calling him to revoke your bail and you're going back to jail. And then he says he's going to call his mama. And I'm like, what you calling your mama for? Like, so your mama waiting up. I know there's a time zone difference in the continents. Like, your mama already over there, all the way over there in Big Two, wherever she at. This like night and day. Anyway, so he calls his quote unquote mama on the phone and he was like, Mama, she doesn't want to marry me. Don't kill the goat. I said, so your mama just got a goat on standby? Like, we just gonna have this goat ready to be killed as soon as Bio call and give us word? Like, what is going on here? I was so confused. Like, this has got to be like a prank. That's what I'm thinking. I'm with Sabrina. I'm over there looking like, Sabrina, when these candy cameras gonna come out? Because, child, we being pranked or something. And so he was like, yeah, I was starting to get my green card. And then I was thinking, so Bio, you was doing all this for a green card? You got all this money over here in these states and you ain't got no green card. And it was crazy. It was just wild to me. And so he said, when he got off the phone with his mama, he gonna talk about, my mama said that you are a selfish and evil woman. I said, oh, your mama is mean. Your mama cannot get mad at Sabrina because she don't want to marry you because you don't want to put up all your money to get her out of jail. And now you want to send her back to jail because she don't want to marry you and be one of your 9 number 10 wives that the farmers gifted you. Sabrina wasn't no gift. Sabrina daddy ain't gifted her to you. So what are you talking about? Anyway, so he was like, and you have, he said, you have such nice childbearing hips. I said, Sabrina is a little hippie. I said, she is. She's hippie. And then he says, he got to have 55 children to keep up with his brother so they can populate the country. I said, so all of y'all country is made up of nieces, auntie, cousins, and y'all kids. So that's why you came my way to the States, because you can't marry nobody in your country, because all of y'all is related, you know? And so Sabrina was just like, you know what? I got to go. I got to go with my friends. And Bio like, yeah, you get it going now because when you get married to me, you ain't going out with your friends. I said, Sabrina, you better run because this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so Bio was like, you know what? I have something to say. And she was like, oh my God, what you got to say now? And he was just like, it is just horrible how you Americans think of Africans. You are so narrow-minded. He said, and I just want you to know that I don't have a contract. And that wasn't my mother on the phone. And he said, just because I don't like your friend, it doesn't mean that I'm closed and narrow-minded. I just don't like your friend. And he said, there are multiple reasons why, and I'm not really about to get into them all right now. And he said, and yeah, he said, I'm going to see you in court when I revoke your bail because I want my money back. I said, oh, and Sabrina said, oh, I just got read. I said, yes, Sabrina, you just got read. And while you over there listening to Maurice and got your money revoked, your bail revoked, because you over there listening to Maurice talking about this man homophobic. So if that's the case, Sabrina, is you Africophobic? Is that a such thing? Is it Afrophobic? Africophobic? Yeah. Anyway. So Bio said what he had to say. He said he want his money back. I want my money back too, $1.5 million. And you think I'm just supposed to be putting up with what your friend over here trying to label me, and I'm just trying to do the right thing by you, Sabrina, and then just help your friend because he's a casualty of war too. Child, Sabrina, you ain't gonna have no rich friends while you gonna sit up there in the next scene and talking about some, yeah, Andy know how to get the ballers. You had a baller if you could have played your cards right. You could have been in Big Two next wife. And he said he don't even got them wives like that. I don't think, yeah, he said we don't do that. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool because I was just like, because I thought he was just joking. I mean, at first, I thought he was like breaking character when he was talking to her because he was smirking, but he was really just, I guess he was pranking her for real. And she fell for it. But yeah, that's what you get, Sabrina. While you looking like a zebra, he was over there trying to kill goats. All right. So now they're over meeting at Karen's house. Before Karen opened up this door, they was outside trying to drink the airport drinks that Danny be stealing from her job. And so they just trying to get a game plan together before they go in there to see Karen, right? So Sabrina end up coming in and Andy is pretty much giving them the lowdown like somehow, some way Aaron thinks that he's the father of the baby. And they trying to figure out how does he even know that. Then he said maybe somebody at the hospital and told him. So while they talking, I'm just like, Karen's apartment is paper thin. I know she hear y'all out there. So she ends up opening the door and she just like, I knew y'all was outside talking about me. Y'all might as well just come in. But this is what I wanted to say, y'all. Now look at this picture. You think that's a baby bump? I said maybe they trying to give Karen a little baby bump. And then you see how they had her walking. Karen doing the wobble wobble while she walking. I said, girl, you ain't even that big to be even walking, wobbling like that. And then when she gonna sit down, she gonna hold her belly and sit down. I said, girl, you ain't even that big. You can still play double dutch with that little bitty belly. Like, anyway, that's neither here nor there. So they going in and they just trying to get the lowdown on Karen. Like, number one, her mood. What's going on with you, Karen? Karen is just like, you know what? I know I've been acting crazy. One time I'm happy. Next time I'm sad. Her emotions are all over the place. So she said she has a meeting with her doctor so they can figure out what's going on with her or whatever. And so then they bring up the paternity, right? And Karen just like, yeah, the baby's Zach, but then Andy brings up Aaron thinks it's his. She like, why would he think that it's his? Apparently maybe somebody at the hospital done told him. And she like, what? Like, that's crazy. It's test said that the test said that Aaron is not the father. Okay, and Danny over there like, shoot, I didn't even, technology done just advanced this so much. I didn't even know that they could even do paternity tests while you still barely showing. You got to put on some trifocals to see that belly. So yeah, and Karen is just like, yeah, but it ain't Aaron's, and she's just trying to think like, why would he think that? And then she said she's just gonna have to call him. And then the question is raised because everybody looking like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't what, right? So Andy just go ahead and say it like, okay, look, um, is there a possibility that there's a possibility that there's anybody else? And Karen just looking at her like, child, I only been with Aaron and Zach. And Aaron is eliminated, so it's Zach. Oh, okay. I just asked. So everybody out there, it looks like they're sticking to it. It looks like this is going to be Zach's baby. And like I said, so the last season, it makes sense that this is Zach's baby because this is Sistas. And if Zach is going to be on this show, he has to have a tie. And that tie is this baby. That will keep him on the show because if, come on now, let's think logically. If that baby is not Zach's, then why is Zach on the show? It don't make sense. So there has to be a way to tie him into this show. So I'm just thinking, that it makes sense in my head. Maybe not y'all's, but mine. All right. So then they skip on over that. They bring up Danny brings up Andy on this dating app and all that stuff. And she says she got a date tonight. And Danny is just like, well, since your girl over here pregnant, she can't tussle, with if the dude is crazy. So Danny says she's gonna be a tag along. And Andy looking at her like, you gonna wear that? You gonna wear that? She said, nah, she got her little overnight, so she got some clothes. They gonna go over to Andy's house, change clothes or whatever. And I think was it Sabrina that brought up, nah, you just want to go because you want to see this dude. But she was like, no. I'm in a relationship. I'm a girlfriend now. I done elevated from my hot girl summer to me just being a girlfriend. They gonna, work it out. Her and Preston. And she said, I like Preston. Preston was there for me the last few times. So, I'm going to see what it is. I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. All right. So everybody's on the same page. They get up, they leave, and it is what it is. And look at this picture. Karen look like her mom coming out, y'all. Y'all see it? Because it look like I see it. Do you see it? Y'all gonna say, no, I don't see it. I know it's gonna be one of y'all. Nope, I don't see nothing. It's right. It's right up under her. It's right up under her elbow. All right. So they done brought Q back, right? Child, Q is finna exit this show. And I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. The lawyer said that Q, you lying. Q said I ain't lying. He said you are lying. Q said I ain't lying. Sabrina did it. They confessed on the thing. He was like, no. It was just a bunch of back and forth. At the end of the day, Q, you going back to jail because you lying. And then they came and they take Q on off, right? And so now you have these two, they over here talking, and he said, you know you wrong. You know you wrong, Logan, because you trying to put two innocent people in jail, and it ain't cool just because you want to get a promotion. You tried to help them little kids at the airport for a promotion. Only reason why you doing your job is to make money, and that ain't cool. But Logan said, "No, I was really trying to help the kids," and yeah, it fell flat. So go and call the people to drop the charges against Sabrina and Maurice. And good job. And you know what? This ties this whole little scene, this whole little storyline up. Because now Sabrina don't have to marry Bio, because even though Bio talking all this noise, talking about I'm getting your bail revoked, guess what? You wouldn't even got to do it now. Because they dropping the charges. So now you can get your money back. Sabrina got to worry about going to jail. Bio can go on about his life. And what's his man name? Q, he going on about his life. So those are two characters now that are, I believe, are going to be off the show. Because they did, remember Zach did that video saying that there are going to be some characters that are not going to be on there anymore. So we have two down. All right. And then they said they were introducing new characters. And it looks like they're going to come in a minute. I got to drink some water, y'all. Ooh, my throat was getting dry. All right. So now you have Zach and Patina, they're going to go see the baby, right? Um, Pretty much they just talking. I mean, it ain't really too much to this conversation. But the only thing I did want to point out this on Sistas, Zach brings up a lot about Fatima being like this thugger, like gangster. She pow-powing about her doing all this stuff to hate and all that stuff. But then on Zatima, she's like this good girl that don't get in no trouble. It's always Zach. I'm like, can y'all find a narrative for Fatima and stick with it? Because on here she's rowdy. She don't mind fighting. She don't mind pulling out the heater. You know what I'm saying? She don't mind busting up Hayden car, all of that stuff. Oh, and then Fatima brings up Hayden about the girl, and then about they done got married, and she didn't want him to marry the girl and all that stuff. But Zach said he don't care. All the stuff that they put them through. So what? You know what I'm saying? Say it with your chest. Be a man about it. You set this up. You be happy about the outcome. It's cool. It is what it is. They give each other a pow, pow, pow 3 times on the black hand side, and they cool. But yeah, I just noticed how on Sistas, Fatima is like rah, 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 rah. But on Fatima, she they make her as this debutante type of girl, you know? But anyway, I just wanted to bring that out. All right, so here we are. Andy is on her I guess her blind date, her internet match. And come to find out, his name is Jordan and he plays football. So this introduces a new character, right? The only thing I want to say is Andy looked like a big pink panther with the dress and the purse. She is really pinky. And then her shoulders real big. But it's okay. She cute though. She just, yeah. The only one you need is Pepto-Bismol. But it's cute. And yeah. So they get to know each other, and they just get to know each other. They have pleasantries. He said he's done the dating app before. The girl before Andy was crazy. He didn't like it. And he said the only reason why he's there is because his friend pretty much pressured him to come out. And I guess that was pretty much it. They just talking, right? So then you were back over there at the bar. You have Sabrina and Danny, and they're talking. And then you have Tony, new character coming in, because Tony seems like he likes Danny. And Sabrina introduces herself. He say he already knows Sabrina. And Sabrina like, how you know me? because Danny be talking real loud in the truck. I really don't understand that. I still don't. I still really don't get that. You talking this loud and this man just know your whole life. I don't know. I just think that's weird. But anyway, and then they introduced another character. His name is Richard. I believe it was Richard. And it looks like Richard is soft on Sabrina. So they all over there. Apparently they were ex-football players in college. The only one that went pro was Jordan. And they convincingly say that Jordan is in good hands. No, that Danny is in good hands because Jordan is a good dude. Danny and him like, I don't care. I'm not leaving my friend. I'm staying here and I'm watching. So whatever you got to say, I'm not going. And so they end up and they decide just to get a table beside Andy and Jordan. So all of them are on, I guess, a quote unquote date, not date. So yeah. So that's pretty much what that scene was about. I mean, the guys, they are really tall. They look nice looking or whatever. The only thing that really stood out to me about Richard is his gums. But I mean, some people got big gums. They really show. Okay. Now, knock, knock, knock. It's Aaron at the door. Oh, listen. When the girls left, Karen ended up calling Aaron on the phone, right? And she was telling him that she wanted him to come over to the house because she wanted to discuss the whole paternity thing. And he was like, you don't even have to ask, I'm there. I said, girl, he probably right outside your door. But anyway, so this is it here. So they get in there and they're sitting down, they're talking. And Karen is just going to tell him, I brought you here so you can see that you are not the father. And Aaron is like, yes, I am. She like, no, how do you know this? Like, what makes you think that you're the father? He said, because I saw the results. How did you see the results, Aaron? Come on. How did you see the results? Do you know somebody at the hospital? He said no. I'm like, dang, did he hack into your computer? Like, how did he see these results? He still never did tell her, you know what I'm saying, how he saw them, but he saw them. And so she was just like, okay, here, I want you to see for yourself. So he opens up the envelope and he says it's 99.9. And he was smiling. She was like, nigga, keep reading. So 99, you are not the father, in my Maury's voice. He was like, yeah, I just saw the 99.9 and I just instantly got happy because I really wanted this to be my baby and all that stuff. But she was just like, but it's not. It's Zach. And also too, he offered to give her some money and all that stuff. She said she didn't want it and all that. And then he just said, so I guess you got what you wanted. She was just like, look, I don't want to be with nobody. I'm going to be single. I'm going to focus on my baby and I'm just going to worry about me. And he said, well, I'll be here whenever you need me. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I'll be around. Okay. Yeah. So he says he loves her. She said, I love you too. But right now, my focus is this baby. He said, you said that last time when you change your mind, come back. She like, look, I ain't changing my mind. It is what it is, and I'm good on it. So they get up. He walk up to the door. She said, thank you for everything. He said, it's my pleasure. Like he work at Chick-fil-A. And he tried to kiss her. She swerved all that head and them lips. And okay, Aaron, I'll see you later. So that makes 3 down. So I'm thinking now we have 3 people out the show. So I don't think Aaron coming back. So that ties this up. Storyline tied up. I think Aaron leaving. These is just what I'm thinking. Because the people that Zach said not going to be on the show no more. So yeah. That is what that is. All right. So this is the final scene here. Child, this was something. Zach gets to the house and they're pretty much, I was like, so what are they waiting on? Maybe they were waiting until the girl got off work. I don't know. But they were outside of the car and they were just kind of sitting there waiting, talking about what could possibly be going on in the house. So the neighbor comes up. Remember the neighbor that they was talking to before, because she said she the one that be calling the CPS on the woman, but nothing ever happens. So she's pretty much over there saying the same thing, like, okay, who are you? And he said, I'm the father. And he said, well, I know you're the father, but who are you? And Zach said, that's my wife. And the lady looking at her like, so you good with this? Like, what type of woman can put up with all of this? I'm like, dang, why you so nosy all in their business? It's a whole lot of women out here putting up with men and they baby mamas and all this old baby mama drama. That's normal now. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you know you was one of them old women back in the day too that was putting up with somebody and their baby mama stuff. Even though you said you don't do that. Anyway. And then Zach, like everybody, makes mistake. And the lady said, well, that's one mistake you should have not made. I said, how you gonna sit up there and tell this man that this man baby was a mistake? Child, anyway, I would have been like, girl, look, old lady, can you please go? But anyway, they still trying to get information from the lady, right? Because she's being helpful. And so, and Zach is like, well, he up there with the boyfriend. And she like, child, it's so many men come through here. That's one of them. I don't even know if that was the man from last night, but that's one of the dudes, right? And so Zach is just like, okay, they talked about the whole CPS and all that stuff. She talking about she always calling, but they don't ever do nothing. And while they were in the midst of talking, they hear this scream like, ah, right? And so she said, that's him. He up there beating that little boy butt, right? So Zach get mad. Zach get the running up at the door. Boop, 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 boop. He opened up the door. What you at my door? You need to go back. I'm his dad. It is this. You ain't no dad. I've been hurt. All that back and forth, right? Everybody saying everything with their chest and their forehead and his teeth, right? So they mad. Fatima like, come on, Zach, let's go. We're gonna just call the police. We just gonna call the police, right? So they walk out. Then you hear that's supposed to be the baby screaming, right? But that's me, but it's supposed to be the baby. So they hear the loud scream. Child, he runs up, boom, knocks the door in, and he get the boom, boom, boom. And then the boy fell in the chair. He pulled the boy by his foot, and he on the floor. Zach just going, boom, boom, nigga, I took, boom, nigga, I took, boom, 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 boom. So I said, ooh, he got beat up real. Zach whooped his tail, y'all. So what y'all think finna happen now? Did the police come? Because on the trailer for next week, they back in their car and I didn't see no baby. So only thing I can think of, probably the police came, they done called the mama to come or something, whatever. Zach didn't go to jail. So y'all, but anyway, I thought this episode was pretty good. It looks like they're trying to move these storylines forward, which is something we've all been asking for. But anyway, look, y'all, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this episode. Let me know what y'all think about. Did y'all see a baby bump? Or was it just me? It is what it is. Yeah, I think. And whatever else. But y'all, this is Sheila. Be like, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I know I probably forgot a lot. I charged my hand. I heard you. Remember, Jesus loves y'all. And y'all have a great day. Bye.